Hey everyone, and it is a big good morning and hello from down under and for everybody watching around the world as we review week number 2 of the National Football League. It is the biggest league in the world statistically, the amount of revenue it brings in, and its viewership is second to none, really. I'm a big English Premier League fan, so for me, being able to have the English Premier League on as well as the NFL for this part of the season from September through to January, early February when it's Super Bowl time. They both cross over. It really is the best time in sports for me. However, the NFL is absolutely amazing. I love it. Getting right into it this year and just want to have a bit of a chat about week number 2. Big thanks to everyone that watched the video last week. 250 views. Thanks very much to everyone. I know that's only small. It's not Mr. Beast style 46.5 million or 50 million or whatever he produces, but it's a start. And to all of my over 500 subscribers now, it's a pleasure. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for your comments as well. In particular, James Steele, Miami Dolphins fan last week. Thanks very much for making those comments. I do appreciate that in terms of actually watching and giving some tips there on his Miami Dolphins. I watched the game yesterday. It was a late game for you guys over there in the States, but it was also an early one for us. And now that was on Monday morning for us, Sunday Night Football in America versus the Patriots. But the Miami Dolphins getting it done to now be 2-0, which is amazing. We saw a bit of a change. For all those keeping up last week in my fantasy team, I had to put Tua, and that is Tagovailoa. So thanks very much, James, for the pronunciation there. I had to put him into the team after the first week that he had, but it didn't quite go as well for me this week in fantasy. I only picked up about 10 points, I believe. I need to check it. I took Lamar Jackson out, who ended up moving from 2 points last week to having 18 odd this week, and apparently had a very good game. That game I didn't catch the Baltimore Ravens in their victory. However, it is a big result there for Miami. They got it done. Tyreek Hill only ran for 40 yards is what the statistics were, as I understand, but it was Raheem Mostert that had a big game, 121 yards. They managed to shut down that passing game to Tyreek Hill, but in the end, it was Raheem Mostert that had a massive game for the Miami Dolphins. So at the end of the day, they're 2-0, well done. They're firmly in the top 5 of what a lot of the experts are saying will go towards the back end of the season. I mean, any team that starts off so well can go well and win the Super Bowl, and I think that's absolutely crucial to getting off to a good start. We've seen, my Commanders, for example, Sam Howell had another fantastic game, 18 points down at one stage. The Commanders coming back to win. So for me, that was hugely impressive and exciting to see us winning 35-33 and being 2-0 for the first time since 2011. So I'm excited to see the Commanders doing so well, and looking forward to trying to catch them this week. But that was a huge result, a big comeback as well. We saw a couple of big comebacks this week. We saw some overtime victories as well. But from my side of things, from the Commanders' start to the season, very, very positive and very, very happy. So I'm excited by that. And it was a big week of results. We've seen Joe Burrow and the Bengals go 0-2 again to start the season. So this year, he's got some games to make up. After starting 0-2 last year, they went 12-14 after that to get themselves into the playoffs and win their division, I believe. But now they're in a tough start again with the way they've started the season. So it's all to play for. We saw a really bad injury to Nick Chubb yesterday as well, which was Monday Night Football. That was an absolute shocker there for the Cleveland Browns. Really, really tough one to see. So, very sorry for him. I'm not sure what the exact prognosis is, but in terms of developments, the fact that it looks like, and I say this not so lightly, but the fact there's no bones broken, it looks like a knee dislocation as well as many torn ligaments for sure. I mean, maybe that's better for him. He'll be gone for the season, but at the same time, if there's no leg fractures that need to be put together, which can really cause a problem for you recovering, then that's a big one there. So look, we wish him all the very best as the season progresses, but that was a big result as well. 49ers firming again in a lot of the favorites books that I'm reading. Again, the Americans are the experts, but really loving reading what they've got to say about it. 49ers firming as the favorites after this week, so they are 2-0 now, 30 points to 23. They won over the weekend. That was another big result there, but the 49ers getting the job done. We saw Tennessee Titans 24 over the Chargers. 27-24 over the Chargers in overtime. So that was a disappointing start for the Chargers. They're 0-2 now, I believe. Titans getting the job done. Tampa Bay with a victory over the Chicago Bears. Bears 0-2 to start with. There was a few expectations on them, as I understand, but for them, a real struggle now moving forward. The Chiefs bouncing back 17 points to 9 with a win over the Jacksonville Jaguars, over Trevor Lawrence and his boys. Patrick Mahomes getting it done on his 28th birthday. Hard to believe he's still so young, but such an influential player in the team. From what I'm reading, they're still the second favourites, and they're up there in the top 5, Kansas City, as being a team that should reckon in the back half of the year. Baltimore getting it done, as I mentioned before, with Lamar Jackson having a much better fantasy week this week. Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, 38 points to 10 over the Las Vegas Raiders. My Commanders, 35-33 over the Broncos. What a great result. 49ers over the Rams. Dallas Cowboys, look, are they the team to beat now? Are they the best team in the league? On statistics, and after the first 2 weeks, you'd probably say so. CeeDee Lamb has been incredible for me in fantasy. I'm really proud to say that my fantasy was great this week. I won both of my fantasy matchups this week and won them comfortably by about 50 to 60 points. I didn't have Aaron Jones playing either for the Green Bay Packers, and I also didn't have Zay Flowers playing for the Jaguars either. So I had a couple of guys out and missing, but still managed to get some really good results there. So really, really happy with that. I'm happy with my quarterback quartet. I've got Justin Herbert, who still had a good game in one of my leagues. I've got Lamar and then Tua in my other league as well. So I think there's some great matchups there back and forth. Give me some tips, please. Comment and tell me what I should do this week, because I went from Lamar to Tua this week. He didn't have a good game. I'm tempted to go back to Lamar next week. Apparently with a brand new offense, he's in line to have a really good game. So let me know what I should do there. I'm really not sure what to do in that respect, because there's some great quarterbacks there. I've also got Matt Stafford as well for the Rams. So I've got the 2 LA quarterbacks in my other league. I've got the Chargers, but Herbert had another good game for me as well, along with a lot of the running backs. James Conner as well had a great game for Arizona for me as well. So look, really, really happy with how it's going. A big, big week too. Really, really enjoying and having fun watching the NFL, learning more about it. Thanks very much to everyone for your comments and anything you can help me with moving forward. I appreciate it. Please like, comment, please subscribe at Steve Payos. I really appreciate it. Been doing the YouTube stuff now for a bit over a month, over 500 subscribers, which for me, I'm really proud of, really happy. Thanks so much for everyone who's supporting the videos. Go follow me on TikTok as well. I've got over 164,000 followers there on TikTok, having some fun with some announcers there. And also enjoying this YouTube stuff. It's really good. Premier League, NFL, they're my areas of interest. So please like, comment, subscribe. I'm really loving it. And thanks for supporting me in the early stages of this journey. I appreciate watching some of the videos I watch on YouTube. They're incredibly well done and put together. I'll work on that as the months carry on, but for the time being, just looking forward to putting together the content, talking about the topics that I love, and let's see what the results are. So just quickly, I'm going to search it up now, but it's already moved over now, NFL.com, to this week's matchups. However, I can't wait for my Commanders again. We're at home to Buffalo, the mighty Bills and Josh Allen, but let's see if we can get it done. Buffalo 1-1, my boys 2-0. Let's go the Commanders and see if they can get it done this week. There's some other big matchups. We've got Thursday night footy for us here, which is Friday morning, perfect timing. And that is the New York Giants. What a win this week after getting hammered in the first week. I tell you what, they completely put that behind them and had a great win this past week. They're playing the 49ers, but you'd expect the 49ers to get that done. And there's some other big matchups as well. Las Vegas have it all to do. They need to get started after a poor start. Seattle had a great win. They got Carolina this week. And Denver Broncos have been very patchy. Russell Wilson, they got the Miami Dolphins this week. That's in South Florida. It's all there. It's all ready to play for. Absolutely loving it. Thanks very much, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe at Steve Payos, StevePeios. And thanks to everyone. 250 people watched it last week. Thank you so much for watching the videos. And as I said, just enjoying the journey, enjoying making the content, and riding along. So my fantasy leagues, I'm 2-0, and I'm 1-1 after a big comeback win in the other league. And hopefully that continues. Getting to playoff contention. The great NFL group I'm organised with my friends in North America. You get a winning team jersey if you win. You also get a trophy and you get a decent amount of cash. So I'm really enjoying it. See you again next week for the next NFL preview. And we'll be back later in the week, hopefully with a Champions League wrap up from Europe as well. Talk to you soon.